Alright, we've turned the fly over. Next thing we're going to add is some seafoam deer tail. We're going to measure that so it comes out to the tips of the saddles we used in the tail. Another thing I should tell you is the saddles I like to use for these tails are from whiting streamer necks. They're stiff in the stem, which helps the action of this fly. What we're really trying to imitate with this fly is a dead or dying bait fish. Alright, the rigidity of this is actually good for the fly. A lot of people think, well, you could add a nice soft feather, it's going to have a lot more action. Well, that's true, it will. And it will catch fish too. But the stiffer stem just adds a better profile for the bait fish I've found over the years doing this. So we got the sea foam, we're going to match it to the tips of the saddle. I'm going to hold that on top. Tie that in. I'm going to look at that, take my finger and just kind of press that down a little to spread it out. See the way that's spread out? And we're going to cut all those fibers off. This will be a lot easier if you just cut the deer tail first and then tied it on, but I really just don't like the way that comes out when you have the finished fly. Great tool for doing this is a burnish tool. You can just get right in and just melt those hairs right off. That's good enough. Now next here we're going to add is the Pollock bronze. You can do these in olive also. Olive works pretty good. I really like this Pollock bronze color. And that's a little too much. We're going to thin this out by grabbing it about here, and we'll just take some of those shorter hairs out. I do not stack the hair for this fly. It's just going to look like a paintbrush if you do that. I thinned it out a little bit. See how that looks. That's pretty good. Check the other side, and that looks good. Nip those off. Alright. Tie that down. Next we add peacock curl. Measure that out. It's okay to use a little extra peacock curl. It's usually the first thing to go on a fly. And I'm going to hold up and make it in one shot. That looks good. Now I'm going to add some crystal flash. You can use peacock or olive. I'm going to take about 3 strands. That right on the side. Here and there. Wrap that forward. Pull it back. Wrap it on the other side. Now we're going to shape the head. A little bit of a big head on that one. This is a little bulky. That's alright though. I'd make these in either super sparse or all the way to really thick. This would be a pretty thick one. I'll whip that off. Now that we have the head cement on there, we're going to put the black permanent ink pen on, and what we're going to do is follow the line of the peacock curl. What I mean by that is the peacock curl is coming down into that head. We want to just continue that line. It really makes a difference on this fly. Really dresses it up nice. Makes it look more realistic. And there you have it. One thing I really like about this fly, the split gills. It's a wounded bait fish. If you ever watched a bait fish when it was dying, the gills are flaring on it. That's really evident on this fly. I like the lead eyes being very far forward. What that does is it makes this fly drop, very jig-like. You give a fast strip on it, it'll hop back up. And then you slack it, and it'll drop back down again, just like a dying bait fish. And there's a guitar minnow.